Hi, my name is Heather, and welcome back to my Awaken Flame channel. It's been a while since I've been around. I haven't done any videos, and I think it's been 6 months now. And the reason you haven't heard from me is because I've just been kind of recreating my life. I've been going through some things, and I wanted to connect with you today so you would understand that we all go through things. And so I'm just going to share a little piece of me with you. So basically what I've been doing is I've been recreating my life after a 14-year relationship, a relationship that didn't serve me or anyone that was in my life directly. It's not to be a victim or anything like that. It's just kind of to come from the place of just knowing what serves you and what doesn't serve you. And it's really important for us to know that. So what this last relationship has taught me, it's taught me how to be, and it's taught me how to function in this life and be honest and authentic with who I really am. And so I would have to say I've been on a train ride in my life where I get off and on constantly thinking, oh, I've got this made, I've got this figured out, to end up back on another stop. The reality is we never have everything figured out. We just keep moving on and creating the momentum we need in our lives to make ourselves, more balanced, feel good about ourselves. So I have wanted to share more on this channel, and I just haven't been able to, because I didn't want to imprint anything negative on any of my followers or anybody that listens to me. I think it's really important that when you are talking to people and being connected to people, you should come from a space of having your heart and head connected, instead of living out of the monkey mind or the ego. And I've definitely been in both places. So I can honestly say I've had many fears on this journey. Of course, I think because I'm an optimistic person that it's easy just to keep going. But the reality is there is a lot of doubt and fear when you have children, when you have responsibilities, when you have to keep, the bills paid and everything. But the bottom line is everything's inside of me. I know how to take care of me. And I know how hard it seems like it is when we try to take care of ourselves. But the reality is we can all do it. We all will get to those places in our lives that create those moments that bring up fear or not sure. And what I've learned is you just have to kind of break them down and figure out from those breakdowns, we're always creating those beautiful breakthroughs and those aha moments. So during this time, what I've done is I would just surrender every day. Meditation and surrender became my daily practice, just allowing things to happen the way they happened, not controlling situations, always just being with what was being said or done at that time, and not making it mean anything. We have lots of relationships and lots of people that come in and out of our lives, and some people are there to stay and some people are there just to come in for lessons and then leave. I've experienced a lot, though, through those aha moments. And I have to say, from this last relationship I was in, I'm blessed that I was in that relationship, even though while I was in it, I didn't feel very blessed. But I can honestly say that if I wouldn't have had that relationship and had that experience, I would not be in the place I am today of really being true, authentic with myself of who I am and what I'm here to do. Because in the relationship I was in, I wasn't growing. I wasn't becoming who I created myself to be before I came here. So I'm not a victim. I chose everything I've chosen in my life, and I'm actually okay with that. Sometimes I go, why did I take that path? But I know that in order for me to be where I am, I had to go through those lessons and journey. I just know that what I have learned is I have absolutes in life, and I know exactly what I will put up with and what I won't put up with. And so sometimes you have to go through some pretty intense situations where you're tried spiritually, you're tried physically, you just have so many things that will keep you just in these bonds. because you have to learn who you are and accept who you are wholeheartedly, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You have to learn to get through the shadow sides when you don't want to get through them and you don't want to look at them. But the only way to get through the shadow sides is to actually move through them, feel all the pain, break down, cry, whatever that is. No matter the type of relationship you have in your life, no matter if it's romantic, platonic, or if it's a family relationship, every relationship has ups and downs. But it's the way we react to those relationships. Are we going to show forgiveness, love, peace, harmony, or we're going to be divided and separated? You know, most of the problems that we have in our world right now are caused by separation and division. We're divided around cultures, we're divided around races, we're divided around genders, we're divided around even, you know, our churches. The bottom line is you have to find who you are authentically. You have to live out of a space of freedom. And you have to know who you are and accept yourself the way you are and the way you aren't. I am somebody that's here to make a difference in people's lives. I want to bring that spark back into every one of us that allows us to be who we are in the space of compassion and love and joy. We always have to keep in mind that love is the highest vibration on this planet. The lowest is fear, shame, guilt. And we've been taught from very, very young ages that that's a part of who we are. And honestly, it's a bunch of bullshit. It's not who we are. Society teaches us how we have to be, what we have to be, how we have to do things, how much money we have to make. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having those high standards for yourself, but I'm saying be true to yourself. Be true to who you are. Be true to what makes you feel good inside. Don't marry a person you don't want to marry. Don't have children with people you don't want to have children with. I mean, I could tell you stories about my own life with that. I'm not here to judge anyone, to tell people how to live their lives. I'm just here to connect with you, to let you know that I've had the same experiences every one of you has had. And I know on my spiritual journey, it's allowed me to grow and to expand and to explore and to pray and to do everything I need to do to get to that next space in my life, to be an awakened soul. And that's where I'm at. In life, we all have these expectations of who we are and who we need to be, the filters that bring in how life is supposed to look. And I'm going to tell you right now, everything I've learned, everything I've been taught is a bunch of bullshit. The bottom line is we need to show compassion and love and drive for each other. Come together. Be the change we wish to see in our world. It is so important. The bottom line, nobody, nothing has power over you unless you allow it to have power over you. No matter if it's a relationship, if it's a friendship, if it's money, whatever it is, if you allow it, it will have power over you. You have to learn in life that forgiveness is the only way we move through everything. No matter how deep the scars are, forgiveness is what sets us free. It allows us to be. And the other people will have to figure out what that is for them because everyone has their own journey. And I'm not here to dictate or tell anybody how to live their life because guess what? I am not a saint. I have made choices and mistakes that have not worked for me and people I love. But what I do know is that I am guided by a higher power. And I am someone that can authentically say that every experience, good, bad, and indifferent, has allowed me to become who I am, to be this passionate woman that wants to make a difference in the world, that wants to help children, that wants to help communities, that wants to be able to speak out for the rights of situations where people are not being heard, especially for our children. So I have a lot more to share as time goes on, and now I'm out of my hermit stage. You'll hear a lot more from me. And some people, you'll like it, and some people you won't. But I'm not here to make friends with everyone. I'm just here to plant a seed, to be authentic and real with you, to make a difference. I'm going to touch on addiction. I'm going to touch on some topics that people aren't going to want to talk about. Because once again, we've been taught that fear runs our lives. Well, I'm not fearful, and I'm not afraid to stand up. And if people don't like me because of that, move on. I'm not going to hide who I am because of fear. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to fight for things that I believe are things we need to fight for. Look at our country. Look how divided we are. America's not about division. America is about standing together. So let's stand together now. Let's make a difference in all these different places. I want to ask you, if today was your last day on earth, would you sit around and be a victim? Would you complain? Would you say, oh my gosh, I didn't get what I wanted out of this life? Or would you actually do something? Would you have a bucket list? Would you know who you are and what you want? Would you spend it with your loved ones, or would you go out and get all messed up? What would you do? We are living for the future. We're not living for today. Where is the now? Where is the experience of living in the now? Some people actually do sit down and spend time with their children, and other people don't. Where is the space in that? Why are we always judging other people instead of looking at ourselves first? How does that create love and joy? I just ask everyone just to take a deep breath and to understand that we were all put here for a purpose, to be someone that makes a difference, no matter what that looks like. You want to be an accountant, you want to be in the financial world, you want to be a nun, whatever that is. Everybody has a place, and we get to honor that, and we don't need to be separate around that. The most important lesson that I've learned on my journey is this: love yourself. Love the good, the bad, the ugly. Love your wrinkles, love your freckles, love the sun, love everything about you. Don't be afraid to show that. Who cares if you've gained a couple of pounds? Who cares? What does that mean? That's not you. When you die, you are a spiritual being. This is just a mask, a body, a shell. When you die, you don't die with that. You're your spirit, your soul. Believe in that. Make a difference with that. Make a difference in this world. Quit allowing addictions and vicious cycles to run your life. Put family, put children, put animals first. Help each other. There is enough abundance in the world to go around for everyone. I'm not saying give free handouts. I'm saying teach people through our systems to help themselves, to grow, to inspire them, to be the change you wish to see in the world, because what we're doing is not working. I don't care what political party you stand for or what you don't stand for. There is division in this world, and it is time for all of us to do our part. One tiny piece that someone does makes a difference in people's lives. So I'm here to teach you to live the life you love. Not pretend to live the life you love. Live it. Own it. Be that person. Inspire everyone. Be the gift to them that they can't be for themselves. Allow them to feel loved and honored and joy in their life, because not everyone feels that because of the separation. So I want to thank you for allowing me to share this with you today. It has been a while, and I hope you're willing to hear what things I'm willing to share in the future. I do appreciate you listening to this, because this is about all of us being connected. All of us actually reaching out to each other instead of pushing each other away, helping each other when we're in a time of need. So with that being said, I would love for you to watch my videos and to see what I'm doing. and where I'm touching different people in the world, because I'm ready to touch on some really deep, dark things that most people won't try. Most people won't go after. Your finger. So thank you for subscribing, liking, following me, and watching my channel.